Come on, let's go. School time. Yeah, you're very I want-y. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of bed today. And Jasper's doesn't seem to be in a particularly great mood either. And it's a bit dark and dark. I have noticed that my hair is requiring more and more attention when I wake up in the morning. Something I clearly don't give it. So it's time to get it cut off again. Here we go. Won't need to invest in a comb for another few months. Ah, just so much easier, short hair. Doing my bit for the EV community, spreading the Tesla word. Yeah, it's nice that people still come up and say, oh, is that electric car? I've had like 5.5 years of this now. Definitely the frequency has got less as the years have gone by, but it still happens. I think I'm going to have a run now. Yeah, I mean, when you just had your hair cut, there's always little bits of hair that's sort of hiding up there, so it's always a good idea to have a shower quite quickly, which means have a run quite quickly. Yes! Another day, another run. I should get a t-shirt with that on really, shouldn't I? That's great push-ups, Jasper. Well done.
I need to get strong.
I see. Whoa.
Do you want to watch a video?
Jasper has been... Actually, Jasper, I'm just going to make supper, monkey. I think we're going to have pasta.
A video with
Jasper has been watching, like, strongest children in the world videos on YouTube.
Look, Dad. Look at that.
I think he wants to be a bodybuilder.
Look at that.
I'll be impressed when you can do that, Jasper. Right, I really do have to go make supper now, though, okay? That is brilliant. Right, now I've got a bit of solar planning permission news to share with you all. But I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm going to know a little bit more about what's going on with it. And also, I am still not caught up with everything, which is like why there's been a massive great time jump during the day, because I've been trying to catch back up. And I think what I've decided to do is I'm going to miss out today's vlog post, which is why there was a gap 2 days ago, if you follow me. Now, hopefully by the time you're watching this, all totally caught up, which means there'll be no more gaps and hopefully higher quality, more interesting content as well. I'll see you tomorrow morning, which is... Right, I've now been waiting all day for Zanussi to get back to me about this solar planning permission thing. They were going to ring the planning people, if you remember. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically give you the update on the situation anyway. As it's now time for me to go get Jasper, which means the day is like 90% over and it's Friday. I'm guessing they're not going to get back to me today, which is annoying. So basically, in a nutshell, the planners have said no. They've said no because it'll be a modern reflective surface that will impact on the setting of the grade 2 listed building opposite, which I suppose might be true. The really annoying thing is they've not given any opinion as to whether it was a specific part of it or not. If you remember, I was planning on having 8 kilowatts of solar panels installed, and it was basically going to run the length of the property, and it's quite a long property, and the sort of main bit near the road is the actual old barn that faces the original grade 1, grade 2 listed building. The rear bit, the garage, the kitchen, that's new, and it faces a new extension that's built onto the back of the grade 2 listed property. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that back there would be a problem, but they don't give you an opinion on whether it's, you know, one half or the other. They just say, oh, we're terribly sorry, no. Which is why Zanussi was going to give the planners a ring, and we just haven't heard back from them yet. But it's not good. So, assuming the planners don't say, well, yeah, okay, you probably would be able to have it over the garage and kitchen, in which case we'll do that, because we'll still get 4 kilowatts over there and it'll work nicely. If they just say a blanket, no, we don't think we would allow solar panels on the roof of that property facing into the courtyard at all, ever, under any circumstances, then my only realistic option is probably to go for actual ground mounted installation in the rear garden, which, and handily enough, because of the slope of the rear garden, I think from a daylight point of view that's going to work okay. The problem is that there's not a huge amount of land back there. Certainly nothing like as much as I'd like. I've done a bit of a calculation and I think I can probably squeeze about 3 kilowatts in, 2.5, 3 kilowatts on the slope opposite the garage. It won't be great. It won't get a lot of sun in winter, in all honesty. Get some, not much. Summertime will be fine from a sunlight point of view. The issue there is, of course, it's only 3 kilowatts, which is like, you know, it's not going to generate enough to keep my car running, probably, let alone anything else. Still, I suppose it might be better than nothing. Listed buildings are a pain. I'm not really talking about doing anything that's permanent. I mean, I suppose solar panels tend to be up there forever, is the truth. But equally, they could be removed at some point in the future. It's not a permanent change to any historic anything, really, but anyway, so it's very frustrating, and I don't really know what the solution is going to be. I'll look into ground-mounted solar panels. I just want to generate something. You know, even if it was just a couple of kilowatts, that would be better than nothing. It's annoying because, apart from anything, I was planning on putting a little breakfast area patio out there in exactly that spot, but I'll have to let go of that in order to achieve my renewable energy dream. Never liked planning. Still, I suppose it's got to be done, hasn't it? You know, you can't just have people building wherever they want, or, you know, putting solar panels on their roof and generating their own power. God, no, can't have that. Right, I'm going to go grab Jasper, and I think this is probably going to be the end of today's vlog post. Yeah, more or less caught up now, fingers crossed. And just hopefully if I can keep my current progress over the weekend, you know, we can get back to the proper daily videos, you know, with properly planned out content as well, would be nice.
It was just right over there.
Yeah, I don't see why they can't put solar panels up there. I mean, it wouldn't stand out too much, would it? Maybe it would. Maybe it would ruin the ambiance, and all the tourists who come here to check out this beautiful historic courtyard would all be devastated by the impact on their visual pleasure. Or maybe the planners are just...
No!
Do you have to not wear a shirt?
No!
That's it. Whoa, well done. Turn around to the camera and show us your muscles, Jasper. I told him he needed to do the exercise every day if he wanted to be big and buff like the kids on the YouTube video he's watching. We'll see how long this sticks. I mean, it's not going to last forever, surely. And if it does, it's going to be like... which will be handy for moving furniture around. There's no doubt about it, that kid is almost as bonkers as his daddy. That was actually a really good run. It was the first time I've done 6 kilometers in 30 minutes for years. Years and years. Brilliant. Whew, and it's only taken me 2 weeks to get here. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and I will see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. Very good. Very good. Try and get as low as you can. Low as you can. Bit lower. Bit lower. Try and touch the floor with your nose. Can you touch the floor with your nose? There we go. Oh! Almost.
time for rock, paper, scissors.